At the close of the 19th century, the grounds of Highfield Hall included manicured gardens, splendid specimen trees, and expansive lawns. The estate gave the appearance of a park nestled amid almost 700 acres of woodlands and trails. The landscape, as originally envisioned by famed 19th century landscape designer Ernest Bowditch and wrought by the Beebe family and their extensive gardening staff, included two formal gardens. The herbaceous garden is now commonly referred to as the sunken garden, and the west garden is a less formal space to the rear of the residence that served as a cutting garden and provided fresh flowers for the mansion. As the Beebe family died off, so did their lovely gardens. Intensive planting schemes gave way to perennials, which eventually gave way to grass and woodlands. While the Terhunes, who occupied the property in the 1950s and 60s, attempted to revive the gardens, the revival was short-lived. When the restoration of Highfield Hall began in 2000, the gardens had all but disappeared. Landscape preservationist Lucinda Brockway, hired by Historic Highfield in 2006, was able to identify the remaining character-defining features. Using historic photographs, clues from the existing landscape, and her knowledge of historic gardens, Brockway generated a plan that recreated the structure and intent of the original gardens, while at the same time was sympathetic to modern uses and maintenance concerns. In 2011, the restoration of the sunken garden began according to Brockway's design, which included hundreds of boxwood plants trucked in from Texas. Funded by Mary Draper Janney and Nancy Norman LaSalle in honor of their friend Mary Lou Smith, who is known as the savior of Highfield Hall, the garden was dedicated with great fanfare and has quickly become a focal point for visitors. The following year, restoration of the west garden to the rear of the hall was undertaken. Landscape contractor T&B Landscaping uncovered the original layout of the garden and paths using bobcat archaeology, and the design was adjusted to replicate the original dimensions. This garden, which unlike the time of the Beebe occupancy, is today partially shaded, includes a granite tribute terrace at its center, which was used to help raise funds for the gardens. Today, the gardens add beauty and interest to the Highfield Hall grounds and help recreate the original context for the estate. While still very much a work in progress, they are the scene of classes, weddings, school programs, sculpture exhibitions, plein air painting, and more. And certainly they provide unlimited opportunities for our volunteer gardeners to serve. Do let us know if you would like to be one. Please join us soon for a visit to the gardens at Highfield Hall.